Hi, I'm Fangmuffin, and it has been a few weeks since I last made a video. Sorry about that. The last few weeks have been intensive and stressful. A lot of things have piled onto me, most of them bad, if I'm honest, but one particularly fabulous thing, which kind of overrules everything else. Our family had a baby! This has been wonderful, the bright spot in a frankly incredibly dark few weeks, and also from a channel perspective it does give me a good opportunity to talk about something which has bugged me for quite some time and has now become, unsurprisingly, kind of personal. No, we are not telling people the baby's gender. Our little sprout was born about 3 weeks ago, and over the course of the pregnancy people would often ask, is it a boy or a girl? And we would answer, don't know, don't care. During pregnancy this was a moderately normal response, so we got some fairly standard replies to that, whereas now that the baby is born and the answer is still don't know, don't care, the responses to that have become rather more adverse, contentious. Like, yes, we have changed many diapers, and the answer is still don't know, don't care. Our little sprout does have multiple transgender parents, and yes, it's fair to say that that has influenced this decision. Everyone parenting this child, their own parents responded, it's a boy or it's a girl, and were, well-meaningly, wrong. However, I have had lots of people rolling their eyes saying that just because we're all trans doesn't mean that the kid is going to be, and yes! Yeah, I agree with you. Just from a purely statistical standpoint, the odds are very high that we have created a tiny little heterosexual cisgender person, because that's what the stats say most people are. Most likely, our little sprout will grow up to identify with the gender that is currently written on their birth certificate. That is, however, not the point. Little sprout is a baby. A tiny, tiny baby. They have no concept or awareness of gender. They're barely self-aware at all. Now, even the tiniest of babies do have distinct, unique personalities, but these tend to be defined by traits that are really, not even by the most conservative stretch of the imagination, split down gender lines. Their personality right now is defined by how interested in food they are, how flaily and active they are, how they respond to cuddles, how they respond to being put in a cot, how they respond to being held by people who they're not familiar with, that kind of thing. These are not gendered characteristics. Now, let me be blunt. When you ask a new parent whether their child is a boy or a girl, the question you have actually just asked is, what do their genitals look like? I'm not exaggerating, that's not comic effect, that's literally the question. Do you have a penis baby or a vagina baby? That is literally the question you've just asked. Now, this is a very normalised question in our culture, nobody thinks anything of it, but equally I don't think it takes an awful lot of nuanced, critical thinking to decide that this is actually a bit of a weird and icky question to ask about our newborn infant child. Just because our society has normalised that question does not make it inherently perfectly reasonable. Quite aside from that, it is also true that even at this stage, people who do have that information are already treating the baby differently than if they didn't. They want to know what our baby's junk looks like so that that can inform their decisions on how to talk to the baby and what presents to buy for the baby. It may sound a little ungrateful, but if you need to know whether my baby has a penis or a vagina before you buy it a certain gift, pick a different present. Like, I really appreciate the thought, thank you for wanting to buy our baby a gift, but do pick another present. So that's it, welcome back to the channel, time for a contentious opinion. And also, I promise I'll only do this once. Look at the baby, look at the baby, look at the baby, in the baby cute, look at the baby. Okay, I'm done. Thank you for joining me, and I'll see you again soon.